Okay, so what's formwork? Formwork is a temporary structure that contains concrete like a mold. It resists concrete ladder pressure contained in the forms, and also resists horizontal loads like wind loads and eccentric loads of concrete and formwork weight. They support and contain concrete till sheaves require strength, and they get stripped after concrete achieves its required strength to contain itself. Here you can see typical components of concrete wall formwork. First of all, there's the concrete to be contained. Then there's the sheathing, which runs on both sides of the concrete in contact with the concrete, and it's typically plywood. Supporting the sheathings are the studs, which are lumber beams running vertically. Supporting the studs are the wales, which are two lumber beams running horizontally, and there's a gap between these two lumber beams. Then there's the ties. The ties runs in that gap between the two lumber beams of the wales, and they connect both faces of the formwork system to resist the concrete ladder pressure. At the bottom you can see the base plate, which get anchored to the footing or the base below the formwork wall. And lastly, there's a brace, which resists the horizontal loads of wind loads and eccentric loads, and they also use for aligning and plumbing the formwork wall. Here you can see bridge abutment forms. At the left you can see the concrete getting poured. At the bottom you can see the wales and the ties connecting both faces of the formwork system, and you can see the braces supporting the formwork. Here you can see bridge pier steel forms. Then what's falsework? Falsework is a temporary structure. It resists vertical and horizontal loads of concrete, life loads during construction, formwork, and reinforcing steel. Support concrete till sheaves require strength, and it gets stripped after concrete achieve its required strength. So falsework supports both vertical and horizontal loads, while formwork just supports horizontal loads and the concrete ladder pressure. And lastly, there's the bridge deck falsework you can see at the left.